Good morning. Good morning, friends. Good morning, photographers. How are you this morning? I was out last night. Out. It was great fun, not gonna lie. It was really good fun. Went out and had gorgeous lunch with all the ladies, my friends here. And then we went the huge distance to the next door bar and carried on drinking. It was fabulous. Really, really good fun. What did you do on your Friday? Did you go out? Did you have a chilled night in? Were you Christmas present wrapping? So as you come on live, guys, hashtag live in the comments. If you are watching on replay, hashtag a replay in the comments for me. That would be ace. And let me know you're here. Good morning. Say good morning to me. Special shout out to Julie Chapman, who I was with yesterday. And I would love Julie to say good morning. She's been stalking in the background, watching these lives. She's not been saying good morning, which isn't quite cricket, is it? So let's encourage the lovely Jew to say good morning. Morning, Alban. Morning, Stace. Morning, Charlotte. Morning, Evie, if you're up. How are you? Stacey is my gorgeous sister-in-law. Charlotte and Evie are my amazing godchildren. Love those girls. So we are here in day 19, guys. So have you been keeping up in the Advent? This is a photographer's Advent. These are 24 days, the 1st to the 24th of December, 2020, 24 business tips, hacks, advice, little nuggets of gold, so to speak, to help you build a successful, profitable business. So I'd love to know, drop a comment. Are you keeping up? Which ones have you watched? Which one resonated with you most? Has it given you a little bit of motivation and inspiration? We're up to day 19, so we've got a few more left to go, but let me know how you're finding them. Let me know which one you've liked the best, which one you've implemented. Have you put any in place? I would love to know. And as per usual, hashtag live in the comments or hashtag replay in the comments. Always motivating. Thank you, Alban. Morning, Caroline. How are you doing? Good morning, my love. How are you? It's nice to see you. So let's move straight into day number 19. So this is entitled Make an Event of It. Are you making an event of it? So right now in the world, obviously, it's a bit of a palaver. But throughout this year, obviously, there's been a lot of hardship people have gone through. It's been horrible. But there's also a lot of people out there that, although they've gone through hardship, their incomes have stayed the same. Plus, they've had their ability to spend and do things with their money limited, completely limited. So what I mean by making an event of it is if you are able to work, to shoot right now, or even if you're not able to do that right now, but you're looking forward into 2021, start making an event of your photography sessions, because people are missing out on nights in a restaurant, going to the cinema, nights in a pub, going to a theme park, all the different activities that couples used to do, that girls used to do, that families used to do, that they can't do right now. And they can't go to parties, go to the cinema, go to a night out. Can't do that at the minute. It's been limited. What they can do has been limited. So why not start looking at ways to make your photography sessions an event, a part of a day out, a part of a night out? Make a big deal out of it. It's not just a photography session. It's an event, it's an experience. Now, if you run a photography business along the lines of a premium boutique style model, then we do that anyway. We make an experience of it. Morning, Emma. Morning, gorgeous. But let's look at going even one step further. Let's look at making an event of any shoots you've got. So you family photographers, if you're shooting outdoors, What about making an event out of it and actually taking along drinks and snacks, playing some games, getting the family to play some games, making a bigger deal of it? Even if that has to be reflected in your pricing, maybe bump up the time spent with the client, have specific pockets of time where you're going to have a picnic together, you're going to have snacks together, we're going to play family memory game together, we're going to play a family tickle game together. So hey Macandu, think about the ways you lovely photographers can make an event out of your photography sessions. So I remember when I had a couple come in for a couples shoot, we'd make quite a big deal of it. We would, and you can go even further, we would have champagne on arrival, so it's sparkling wine, it wasn't full-blown champagne. And you have to reflect this in your pricing, obviously. So we'd have sparkling wine, cava on arrival. We'd have some little petit fours. Petit fours? Have I said that right? Anyway, little snacky things. Little chockies. Then I'd get them to talk about the memories of when they met, how they met each other, their first impressions of each other. And I would actually take some video clips of that to go into their slideshow, because I'm not a videographer and I would position myself as not a videographer. However, take some snippets of moving elements, because as photographers, when you're putting your slideshow together, if you put in some clips of video, it really brings your slideshow to life. Then we'd be going and doing the shoot. Then we'd maybe have half time and have some little sandwiches. Then we'd do the rest of the shoot. And then at the end, we'd have maybe something else. So make an event and a bigger experience of your shoots. Now, for you brand photographers, I do have another idea that I'm going to be sharing in the graduates group this morning. So pop over, if you're one of my business and brand photography students, my lovely mentees that have been through my program, the business of brand photography, then pop over to the brand group and I'll be going live shortly with a little idea. It's only a tiny little idea, but I think it's a really nice touch for our clients. But think about what you could do to make a bigger event, to get your clients excited about coming to you, get them excited about turning up. It's not just a shoot, it's a day out, it's an evening out. You can even do themed shoots. You know, you could do things like parents' night away, the parents' escape night, where you could do a couple shoot where they get to farm off the kids to someone, and you do a couple shoot and they have champagne, they have chocolates. You could even go one step further and get a registered childminder in. Obviously this needs to be reflected in the cost, and these are just ideas coming out my head, guys. Get a registered childminder in that's minding the kids in one room while you take the parents off. And it's like you could do like an hour and a half. Sorry, my battery's going. Do an hour and a half, almost at the pub, set up a pub. They're served drinks, they've got some little snacks. Date night, definitely. You do some nice shots. You talk about them before they had kids. You maybe take some video clips of them reminiscing what they were like as a couple before they had kids. And then at the end, when the kids come back in, the mum and dad are refreshed, you could get some quick shots of them all together. But it's really the focus on the mum and dad. So just some ideas there, guys. As photographers, let's utilise our ability to work at the minute, but make a bigger event and experience of it. Think of all the little elements you can add to a shoot to make it an event. Market it appropriately, price it appropriately, and make yourself stand out from your competition and from the crowd, and do something different to serve your audience. People are crying out for things to do because they actually can't do what they want to do. Go to the cinema, go to a restaurant, go to the pub, go out for a day to the theme park with the kids. They can't do these things. So do this around Valentine's Day. Great idea. I mean, even if I've got ideas pinging into my head now. So even if you were to do an outdoor shoot, you could talk to your family about what have they missed out on doing this year that they usually do. So for instance, going to a theme park, going to Alton Towers. You could plan little games around what they would usually do and get them to pretend. So right, kids, let's pretend we're arriving at Alton Towers. What would you do as you go through the gates? Yeah! Now let's pretend we're on the Big Dipper or whatever, the corkscrew or whatever. What would you be like? Ah! And you'd get some really great shots. So think about ways you can introduce more event styling into your shoots. Make a bigger deal out of it, make an experience of it. It's going to make you memorable. People are going to talk about it, market it and price it correctly. So little idea for you guys. Don't forget, lovely photographers. We've got over 100 photographers registered for our Business of Brand Photography Challenge, which is completely free. It's all for you photographers to give you some motivation, some inspiration in January. 5 days of free online training. So get yourselves registered. I will drop the link below. Have a great day and I'll speak to you soon. See you tomorrow.